Welcome back, everyone, for another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing as a Troll Enchanter of Okuwaru, and still practicing for that tournament. Getting close to, I think, the end of this tournament practice game. I don't really want to play the entire game twice. I just want to make sure I can get off the ground, that there's no, like, fatal flaws in my plan. So a few things have come to my attention since the last video. One, well, they're basically both about this weird metal box on Dungeon 14. One is that I just forgot to try the third staircase on 15, which would probably have taken me in. And two is that I didn't really finish auto-exploring, and there's this one little hallway here that probably just walks you into the castle. You probably don't actually have to use the stairs at all. But I'm going to try going to Dungeon 15 and taking the last staircase up, wherever it is. This is it? Yeah. And it doesn't take me into the castle even. It just takes me here so that I can see, like, oh, I just forgot to finish exploring. Great. Ah, what? But it doesn't. What is this trickery? What? Where? There's no way left in, right? How is this possible? Have I seen all the stairs up? Maybe one of those was an escape hatch and I didn't notice? There's all three stairs up. This is bizarre. Were there any escape hatches on 15? There are, but I don't think they can intentionally make it so that an escape hatch leads you to a particular place. You can have, when you're building the level, you can put escape hatches from a place, but I don't think you can place escape hatches to a place. Right? See, that didn't work. Let's go upstairs. And, like, there's an escape hatch here somewhere, right? But that's not going to take me in. See? What? Why? Why all this metal? Is it just some weird, like... This is driving me nuts. Who would make this vault that you can't get into? Unless you have a way of destroying metal, which, like, nobody has. You have to be a high-level earth magician to blow up metal. And even then it takes you a bunch of tries. Like, am I supposed to random teleport in there? I'm not going to do that. I just don't get it. Every entrance in there is, like, metal, right? Like, this looks like roughly the boundaries. Right? I mean, it's a perfect square, or, well, not square. Maybe it's a square, I don't know. It's hard to tell in Terminal, but it's a rectangle at least. Because this is rock, and this is metal. There's, like, this perfect rectangle here that's just metal all throughout. And I don't know why, and there's no way in. I'm baffled. But, you know, I guess we soldier on. We cleared depths 3, right? So let's get going. You know, the mystery is just gonna have to remain a mystery. And so we could go to hell now if we wanted. Which is not the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. But I think depths is still safer. The question is just, like, which is safer, because if hell is safer, I can put off the rest of depths for a while, go clear lair branches. Wow, that is a lot of poison that I am encountering at this time. Wow. Okay. I guess I quaff curing now. Lethally poisoned already. That is unbelievable. Green very ugly things must give you a lot of poison. I guess I'm gonna go upstairs so that once I kill these two guys, I get a break. Okay. And again. There goes heroism. But I have poison resistance on now. Okay, well, it's not the best entrance to the depths 4 I've ever had. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep poison resistance on until some threat that I want magic resistance shows up. I don't like air mages very much. Their smite ignores evasion, but well, it's not smite really. It's a smite targeted attack that ignores evasion. A lot of people think it ignores armor because smite ignores armor, but it doesn't. Deep Troll Earth Mage will just throw some rocks. Rocks are the best. Titans have, I think, a stronger airstrike than air mages. I don't know. Man, these rocks are awesome. So this is some interesting, like, gauntlet here, right? And this is it. That's all there is. All right, pretty small depths 4, huh? But it looks like no, it's just a little disconnected segment. Kind of like I expected that weird castle thing to be. But it turns out you just can't get into the castle ever. I don't know why. It's ridiculous. It seems like when I'm recording games, I find more mysteries. Or maybe I just notice the mysteries more. I don't know. But there was an earlier game where, and I think I mentioned this even in this game, where I found a vault that you couldn't get into. It turned out there was a pressure plate that let you in. I never found that out during the game. I died instead. But let's put on protection from magic here over poison. I don't think Mara does anything where that's a big deal, but anyway, I've had a few people comment like, hey, I was watching your video. I'm really excited to see how that that vault that you can't get into goes. And I have to be like, oh, no spoilers. I can't tell you. Sorry, I died, rip. But right, I'm going to go rest before dealing with Mara, which I think I do want to do. I don't know. Mara is a tough customer. Mara is like a stronger Rakshasa, basically, which, I don't know. Why would you ever fight that? Good question. I hate. There's a Zot trap with 3 small abominations. That's not really a big threat. I don't know. So here's a regular old Rakshasa. We got it. Before anything bad happened. And what? Exava, you were upstairs, right? You were on depth 3, weren't you? You were like right over here? Somewhere? Apparently you fell through a shaft. Welcome to depths 4. Good to know. Okay. Well, let's go find the stairs. Obviously, we don't have to go very far to find them, but to take them. I've killed hundreds of adventurers. See, I told you, he shouts a lot. He's very loud. What is this all about? Some sort of... What? Really weird staircases, this game. A dead-end staircase that, like, you can't get to. Okay, I guess. To mess you up on the orb run? Very funny. And let's put on heroism and finesse. There's no sense messing around with Ixawa. You wanna... He can do a lot of damage. Yeah, great. So, didn't really need it, but that's fine. Why was I invisible? What? Did I accidentally use invisibility or something? I did. Instead of finesse, I used invisibility. That's interesting. I wonder what button that's on and that I accidentally hit. Apparently it was on F. It's really far away from B. I don't know. Let's put it on I, though. That's where I'm used to having invisibility. And, you know, seems like the obvious place for it. But the game just puts things in like in the order you got them, which is fine. You can set options where you can say, like, if I get an ability named invisibility and you know, I haven't used up the eye slot, put it there. So you can customize that. These rocks are great, and I love them. You know, maybe not for this Brigand Air Mage, but like, there's a scary thing. Let's just throw a giant rock at it. It's great. Level 20. Cool, cool, cool. Another Shadow Dragon armor. Here comes Jory. He has Crystal Spear, so that's a thing. I'm gonna finesse here just to get more large rocks per second, basically. Crystal Spear misses. That's a blessing. Yeah, large rocks with finesse are pretty good. And then he explodes with blood. Like, that's sort of his thing. So this is Shadow Dragon Hide. If we wanted to, we could like make some dragon armor, right? We have several different kinds of dragon hides lying around: shadow, fire, mottled, steam. So I probably wouldn't make another Shadow Dragon armor just because it would cost so many scrolls of enchant armor just to get one that's as good as what I already have. But to get, like, I could maybe make fire dragon armor, or honestly gold dragon armor is really good for trolls because it comes with resistance to poison, fire, and cold, and trolls have trouble with resists because they have so many slots they can't use, and trolls have a bunch of strength, so the fact that it's like ridiculously heavy is not as big a deal for a troll. But my strength is not as high as I would have thought by now, right? Golden dragon, gold dragon armor. Encumbrance is 23, so it would be, even for us, it would be a bit heavy, but it would kind of be all right. Drop the poison javelins, please. Am I still picking up new kinds of javelins? Let's just stop doing that. Only pick up javelins I'm already carrying. I think that's what the setting I just activated does. Yeah, I guess just ignore that amulet. I don't know. Faith is pretty good. Yes, ignore the meat. I thought we took meat off of auto pickup. I don't really need to throw rocks at this, whatever it was, some sort of deep troll shaman, yeah. Because there weren't any other big trolls that were a threat at the time. Because, right, remember, the thing that shamans do is buff other trolls, and that's the big threat. If it's just a shaman by himself, it's not really a priority. He's probably stronger than an ordinary deep troll, like just in melee as well, but that's not a big concern. So depths is going fine so far. We've had a few situations, I guess you would say, where retreating was good and had to use a few consumables to do that, which I'm not thrilled about, but that's what they're for. And even a lot of the stuff that's fairly scary in here has not been a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal though. Like, wow. Boggart. What is hurting me so much? I got badly corroded. Yeah, let's leave right now. I mean, this isn't leaving now, of course. It's just leaving soon. But nothing here really has ranged options. Okay, this is worse. This is way, way worse. So do we dig and do we haste? Do we just teleport again? I'm thinking fog, actually, so that Boris doesn't know I'm here. I've only got one. And this was stone, wasn't it? Yeah, so you can't dig in there anyway. Okay, so we're teleporting again. I could use silence to get Boris off my back. I don't think I will, though. I'm just going to teleport again. And Quoth Heal Wounds. An Orb of Destruction is going to hurt a lot. I think that is worth blinking away from, honestly. We could die here any second. Let's get on the other side of these monsters from Boris. Okay. Quoth anything else? Invisibility for good measure, I guess, in case we land somewhere else nasty. All right. So I let things get out of hand here. Obviously not my best moment. Shields are almost at 15, which is nice. So good to know that Boris is here. Let's actually put a warning on this level in case I forget. Where is he? He's up here. I see. So he teleported from here to further in here. I'm sort of inclined to not go there at all. I don't know. If I go in there cautiously, maybe it's going to be fine, and I do want the experience. Every little bit helps when you're trying to take on Garyon at too low a level, or take on anything really at too low a level, right? I didn't quite get away. It's fine. Just go back upstairs, or not. So with the Entropy Weaver gone, it should be less of an issue. I mean, there's still some nasty, nasty stuff, mostly Boris. But the Entropy Weaver was kind of a multiplier to the nastiness in that he was corroding me, so my armor was basically all just vanishing. Which means that a situation that looks okay is actually a disaster, which is the sort of thing that's naturally a problem. Where did Boris go? Come back. So we're going to just throw a ton of rocks at him, I think is the plan. Yeah, heroic finessed rocks. So Boris is this lich, and when you kill him, he can reappear if he wants. He becomes re-eligible for being placed on new floors. So we might see him again in Depths 5 or in Vaults, but usually you just don't even see him once, and so the odds of seeing him again are smaller even still. I think the record for most Boris kills in a single game is 7, but he was using some sort of bug, I think, where he could make the game crash if it didn't generate Boris, and so he just looked for Boris, and if he didn't find it, he crashed the game and generated a new level. So that doesn't really count, I think. I don't need a second Wand of Digging. I don't really want a Wand of Lightning at all. Or Brilliance. Let's stop picking that up, please. Book of Callings. Okay. Lightning hit me, but didn't do any damage. That's nice. So we're just about done with this floor. I'll happily Heroism, I suppose. Was there a shapeshifter somewhere? What happened? Where did it go? Quicksilver Dragon turns into a stone giant. You kill the stone giant. Alright, so it's gone. Maybe this is all shapeshifters, I don't know. Help, help. Something just did a bunch of damage to me all at once. I think it was the Tengu Reaper. My melee is not quite as powerful as I would like to believe it is. And the Shadow Dragon, I'm sure, is draining me. There goes the Tengu Reaver. That was a lot of the damage, I think. The Shadow Dragon is mostly causing me drain rather than HP damage. Second Shadow Dragon, jeez. Deep Elf Demonologist. Alright, let's just walk away. That's the plan. Don't need to teleport because we've recognized already that this is not a situation to be in. How drained? Oh, level and a half. Okay. A bunch of Hell Knights and a Necromancer. I don't know. The Hell Knights make me worry a little about Marjorie. But it doesn't look like that's what's happening. Okay. Still using a lot of finesse. There's all this stuff up here. Depths is nuts, just in general. Can I? No. Right, we need to take this guy out. High priority. There he goes. Okay, now we want to kill the Shadow Dragon. And then the Centaur Warrior. Okay. Oh, I should be... was there a Storm Dragon somewhere? Yeah, but I didn't chop it up in time to maybe get a corpse, which might have been nice to get a hide out of it. I'm haunted by this Ancient Lich. Please die. At least he's walking towards me instead of casting spells. So given his like awful tactics, I didn't need heroism, but I felt a lot better about it. The Shadow Dragon, I guess, is the target here. Man, this depths floor is making a long video, I think. Where are the shamans? Like here? And here. Okay. Yeah, they're buffing each other even, which is not very polite. Buffed Iron Trolls are serious business. So my HP is getting low in these fights, which is a reminder that I'm not really doing them well. A new cloak, sure. Invisibility again. If I found like magic resistance, I might wear that instead. Let's go exploring. Done. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, depths 4. Jeez, this game is not easy. Everything in here is yellow, man. It's terrible. Should be able to hit level 21 before we have to go kill Garyon. I think we're basically out of other stuff we could do. We could go Scum Abyss, I guess, for as long as we wanted. But, I don't know. I'm not a big fan, in general. It's not fun, and you don't really have to do it, generally. Storm Dragon. Is this guy... Yeah, okay, he's over floor. I don't have to worry about losing large rocks. I really shouldn't worry about losing large rocks anyway. I have like 100 of them. I should be thinking more about whether I'm in a position where the Storm Dragon can bounce lightning to hit me twice, and he can't. Yeah, okay, we can just remove the annotation on this level. Boris isn't here anymore, nothing to worry about. I mean, plenty to worry about, but I put the annotation there to remind me of Boris. And he's gone. Do your large rocks get a penalty when you're, most your weapons get a penalty as well as your armor when you're corroded, but I don't know about throwing items. Because they're not exactly your equipment, they're like ammo, so I don't really know. 2 stone giants come into view, okay. Well, I can throw large rocks better than you can, jerks. Yeah, so these large rocks and this throwing skill in general is just great. I'm fairly happy with all my skills. I guess I'll add dodging back into the mix. I don't know. I wonder if he picks up large rocks that you throw at him. I don't think he's allowed to. Hello, Iron Troll. Oh, he is smart enough to path to me. Good for him, but not fast enough. Let's get rid of the Earth Mage, if possible. Just because he can ruin the situations that I want to set up. I don't have any plans to like go digging or build a clever corridor at the moment, but if I ever do have one, he will ruin it. Whoa! It's a lot of trolls. Mara's back! What? What is this shaft on depths like 3 or 4, I guess? So Xahua fell from 3 to 4. Mara fell from 4 to 5? I kind of thought I got away from these guys. Ugh. I don't know what the heck Mara is talking about here. By the way, entranced by poetic flight. I don't know how many of these deep trolls are real either. Like, probably all of them. Mara has an ability kind of like the one that Rakshasas have. But he can also target you with it. So you have to fight like yourself. Mara blinks. Okay, well let's just get the non-Mara stuff upstairs then. Try stair dancing. Okay, these are all real trolls. All of them. Go upstairs. Alright, we got Mara upstairs. Now we're finessed. So like that's heroism and finesse and unarmed combat. You attack so fast. Like I've gotten 3 attacks in since Mara's last attack, and I'm about to get another. That's the amazing thing. Yeah, okay, so you summoned an illusion, but you're about to die, and there goes the illusion. Great. More gateways to hell. We found several of those, right? Yeah, 1 on every floor of depths this time. There's only guaranteed to be 1, but there can be lots. And I forget what level it's guaranteed on. Pretty early, I think, like depths 2 or something. I don't know. I think Abyss is guaranteed to be on depths 4. But the others I don't know, like Pandemonium and Hell. So this must be, since there are some Draconians here, the entrance to the realm of Zot. The final section of the game where you go to get the Orb of Zot and then eventually win. We're not allowed in yet because you need 3 runes, but the Guardians, the Draconians and Dragons and so on, are happy to try to kill us anyway. Does he have a... He does have a trident. Alright, well, whatever. I'll get into melee range with him so that he can't just poke me from range. This guy, yeah, throw rocks. Rocks are great. Throwing is like, it's so overpowered if you get experience in it. I don't know. I don't know about overpowered, but it's like, it's really strong, and it's kind of boring because when you have it, there's kind of no reason to not use it. There's no choice. You know, Crawl tries to remove boring choices or non-choices. Anything you can do without thinking about it, they try to get out of the game. And when you have throwing weapons, it's just like a no-brainer to use them. They're kind of, they were compared to like pole arms with reach of 7 instead of reach of 2. You can just reach anything on screen with a weapon. It's like ridiculous. And not very interesting. You know, it's great that I can do a lot of damage, I appreciate it, but it would be more fun if there were some interesting trade-offs to make. What did I get? A longbow. So anyway, like, Zot is the most dangerous area in the game generally. Certainly in a 3-rune game. If you decide to go for all 15 runes, you could make arguments about... Oh, actually, let's kill this purple guy before he dispels my heroism. You could make arguments about whether parts of Pandemonium or Hell are harder than Zot. And I mean... Ooh, yikes. They kind of are, right? Because if they were easier, you would just go there every time, rather than going to Zot. But they're also, I don't know, sort of more controlled. You can't get like super swarmed. Whereas in Zot, you can sometimes just roll like 12 orbs of fire or something in Zot 5, which is a mess. There's a Juggernaut, which, I mean, heroism is a no-brainer, unless we're running away. But Juggernauts are quite fast, but they attack very slowly. So that's their thing. They run fast, and then they attack you, and they have to take a break. And when they hit, it's like they hit very, very hard. So evasion and blocking are crucial. Speaking of blocking, shields are not quite at 15. Okay, so I'm gonna pop heroism here, and I guess finesse so that I get a lot of attacks for every one of his. Yeah, so he hit me, and it did 20. That's fine. And that was the only attack we're gonna give him, thankfully. So I don't know. Maybe we could go back to that vault on depths 3? 2. Here. Like, but I still I don't want to. 2 Juggernauts and all this other junk, you know, to get a deck of cards. So that was depths. We're done. We basically have just Hell, and then once I don't know really what else I have left to learn. I guess I just want to see how bad Garyon is. But after that, I think I'm going to just call this game and go play the real tournament game. And so I might as well try it in this video. That means there's not going to be a lot left to do. So there's no sense putting it in a new video. So we're just going to step down into the vestibule of Hell here. Quaff haste. Well, heroism, haste, and let's grab might as well. I don't know, maybe I'm overdoing it, but... Oh, and let's wield... Oh, I didn't enchant my blowgun! Didn't enchant the blowgun. That was part of the exciting bit. That would have helped a lot with Garyon. I'm still going to try it rather than waste my... Oh, and he's sleeping! Oh, it's going to be even better. Get him, get him. Needles of paralysis. He's paralyzed! Oh, GG, Garyon. Oh my god, rip. Rip so hard. That was the easiest Garyon I've ever had in my life. Wow. Okay, that was great. So I didn't need like any of these buffs, but and I could have done better by enchanting up my blowgun like I was planning to. And you know, the rest of Hell is it could be challenging, but there's no need to do the rest of it. Now that I've killed Garyon, the tournament rules say that I could go do Snake and Spider as long as I don't pick up the rune, or Spider and Shoals. Yeah, Spider and Shoals. As long as I don't pick up the runes before I go get a Hell or Pandemonium rune. And I found out, like, a lot about this game. I found out you can abandon Vehement, it's fine. I found out that Heroism and Finesse are really good. I found out I've learned the secret tech of needle stabbing and how you can use it for really powerful dudes like Garyon. I mean, he's not, like, insane. There's plenty of stronger Pandemonium Lords, but I guess that's my plan for the real game. And I have large rocks to fall back on. The danger in Hell is that you try to stair dance, and Garyon's Hell Beasts knock you off the stairs, and suddenly you're trapped and you can't get out, and you get swarmed. So that's why it's important to take care of Garyon ASAP, and then just get out of there. But it looks like with Okawaru, we can do it. We've got the experience, and I think the rest of this game is just not very interesting. It shouldn't be too hard to go to either Pandemonium or Hell, grab a rune, you know, after getting some more experience in the lair branches. You could maybe loot Slime as well. Maybe. That's probably a good idea. And my resists are good. Like, I found good equipment this game, but I should be able to find some good equipment next game. Did I miss anything good that he dropped, just out of curiosity? No. You know, a glowing shield could be good. But, so, I know it's a little disappointing not to see the end of this character. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to just save this practice game rather than quitting it. And then I'm going to go play the tournament game on a different account, my real account. And depending on how that goes, maybe I can come back to this one and just sort of finish it up for your satisfaction. I don't know. We'll see. So at any rate, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Wish me luck in the real tournament game, and I'll see you next time.